I also have ulcerative colitis, and I had had the experience in the past of being flare-free for as long as 7 years because of health behaviors. And so I applied in a different way. I applied these 7 health behaviors towards losing weight and healing back pain because I was not willing to be a full-time patient. I was not willing to be a part-time patient. I wanted to live life. I wanted to enjoy life. And so I healed myself. So I went from 10 out of 10 back pain to 0 back pain from these health behaviors that I'm about to go into. Hi, everybody. I'm Becky Longacre with Health Transformers. I'm a nurse gone health coach. I use my clinical expertise as well as my personal experience as a patient to help powerful men and women lose weight and heal pain in their bodies. So I'll talk a little bit about me so you see me as a human. I have been in Maine most of my life, except for 1 year out of my life where I lived in Florida. And when I moved down to Florida, I realized that I don't belong here. I belong in Maine. And so my husband and I moved back up to Maine, and we haven't left since. My husband's name is Steve. We've been together since we were children. I was 16, he was 18, and we have not found a reason to part since we've been together. Opening a business has had quite the experience on our relationship. It's definitely been challenging, but growth is always a good thing in my opinion. So we also have a child, Fletcher. He's 11 and a half years old. He's as tall as I am, and he's starting to become a preteen. So it's interesting navigating this time, and I am interested in talking to every parent on the planet about how you got through the preteen and teen years, because I am going to need some wisdom on getting beyond that with my son. So then I have pets. I have Luna, who's my dog, and she's my mascot for my business. And I have Cutie, who is our roly-poly lovely cat. What's important to me is family, being a good human, and doing the next right thing. And that is infused in every part of my business. And so I will segue back to my business. I've been a nurse since 2006, and I saw over and over again that patients don't know how to take care of their bodies on a very basic level. We go to the doctor, we get a diagnosis, we get medication, maybe we get some physical therapy, maybe we're referred to a dietitian and we're given a diet plan. We're not told health behaviors that will prevent or mitigate the diseases that we are diagnosed with. I know this as a nurse. I know this as a patient. So I have ulcerative colitis. I also used to have terrible back pain and spasms. I used to be overweight, and I used to have anxiety that was more than just pertinent to public speaking. I used to be ruled by these things, and these diagnoses took quite a lot out of my day. They took up a lot of my energy. They took a lot of my thinking. They took a lot of my joy out of my life. And I've had many turning points in my life. One of them was when I was on the basement floor of my house. I had fallen on the floor because my back went into spasms, and I could not stand up for over an hour. My back felt like it was breaking. And truly, when I went to go see the doctor and the physiatrist after that, your muscles can go into such spasms that they bring your vertebrae out of alignment. And that is what was happening to me. Terrible, terrible back pain. So I was given physical therapy exercises. I was given medication, but I was not given different health behaviors. And as a nurse, I knew that there was something more to this picture. I also have ulcerative colitis, and I had had the experience in the past of being flare-free for as long as 7 years because of health behaviors. And so I applied in a different way. I applied these 7 health behaviors towards losing weight and healing back pain because I was not willing to be a full-time patient. I was not willing to be a part-time patient. I wanted to live life. I wanted to enjoy life. And so I healed myself. So I went from 10 out of 10 back pain to 0 back pain from these health behaviors that I'm about to go into. So my philosophy is a mind, body, soul approach. So we need to, if we were calculators in machines, then a diet plan would solve the problem. If we were calculators in machines, then an exercise regime would solve the problem. But we are human beings. And my experience being a nurse has taught me that you treat the human responses to illness. So mind, body, soul, that's my philosophy. The approach that I use is I apply different health behaviors that the client is lacking in. So sunlight, getting out 20 minutes of sunlight per day, adequate rest, so 8 hours of sleep per night, and meditating throughout the day to rest your brain, drinking enough water, as long as your doctor's not restricting you on drinking water, eating a healthy diet that works for you. So I know personally that not one diet does not fit all, and I know this from having ulcerative colitis. So I must find the diet plan that works for you, that's sustainable, that you like. Having an exercise regimen that works for you. So again, if someone has back pain and spasms, I'm not going to tell them to pound the pavement running because of the impact that that has on their vertebrae. So we're probably going to do other exercises like yoga or step aerobics, core muscle workout to try to help the client in a way that is sustainable for them. Then spirituality, community is the next one. So having people around you that want to see you succeed, they want to see you grow, but they're also your cheerleaders. So I challenge my clients to identify accountability buddies. And I believe that we all have them. We haven't trained our brains to look for them yet. So I challenge my clients to sort of reprogram their brain to think about that. And then the last one is spirituality and joy. So I use spirituality as a broad sense, having to do with a philosophy that we are all connected, and that sharing how you're actually doing is more helpful than pretending like you have it all together, and then secretly dying on the inside. And joy in terms of finding the things in life that bring you joy. So I have a history of working all the time, and I forget sometimes to have joy. And then I wonder, why am I irritated? And a lot of it has to do with the fact that I need to slow down, and I need to and have some joy, focus on having some joy. So those are the 7 health behaviors in a nutshell. I apply them differently to different clients depending on what is needed. It is not a cookie cutter program. It's very much an exclusive, individualized program. So an example of that is I was working with a client the other week, and she had been losing weight, and then 1 week she gained 1 pound. And she got very frustrated. She wanted to throw in the towel. When this sort of thing has happened in the past, that's when she has stopped doing her health journey and sort of self-sabotaged. She hired me because she wants to stop doing that. And so we problem solved how I could support her throughout the week so that she is more likely to stick with it and actually achieve her results. My job as your health coach is to help you achieve your results. And I'm going to do that in a different way for different clients. It depends on what motivates them. It depends on what fears they have, depends on what they like, depends on if you're extrovert, introvert, what you like. So that's a little bit about me. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to www.healthtransformersmaine.com. I have a YouTube channel for people that are there. I've piqued their interest, but they're not quite ready to sign on the dotted line to work with me. They can follow me on YouTube. It's Health Transformers Maine. And I also have a Facebook page, Health Transformers Maine. So I'm Becky Longacre, nurse gone coach with Health Transformers. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.